Hey guys, Optimus Prime 86 here for another segment of That's Just Prime, segment number 2. But before we get into the review, I want to do a bit of a PSA, if you will, to address an issue that was brought to my attention. So it was made, it was brought up to my attention that someone else on YouTube has a segment about primes named That's Just Prime. And that person wanted me to change the name of my segment because they had a segment that had the same name. So first of all, we don't have the same name. His has an exclamation mark at the end, mine does not, which makes it a different title in this case. As well as both of our channel are clearly marked underneath each of the videos that we put out, so there shouldn't be any confusion. Also, for me, it's not about the views, to be honest. I'm doing it because I enjoy the content that I'm making and I enjoy putting it out there. And if other people happen to like it, then good. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any sleep if I don't get likes on my videos. I just put it out there because I enjoy the making process, the creation process. And this is my own personal YouTube space. And I am not going to let anyone tell me what kind of content I can or cannot put out and how I can name it or how I cannot name it. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, too bad. The door is there. You can take it and don't let it hit you on the way out. I'm not forcing you to watch my content. And if you like it, then good. Welcome aboard. Just be patient a little bit. I'm still finding my niche and my, setting up the content that I'm going to be put up. So there is going to be maybe some changes along the road, but definitely some better content coming up. So I appreciate the views as it is. And this is how my content is going to stay. I am going to keep this segment just the way it is. And I'm sorry, it's just not going to change. If you didn't want someone to have that same idea, because honestly, this idea is probably, and I knew that when I put it out, the most probably unoriginal idea. The reason why I picked it is because I am mostly a prime collector, and I am attached to that phrase. I do use it quite often in my everyday life, and I actually really like that phrase. And it's fitting for a segment that is just about Prime. That, the title will be That's Just Prime. So when you put out your segment out there, if you wanted to be the only one to have the segment that you have, you should have thought twice about this one, knowing that eventually somebody would come up with that idea. And they don't need to watch your content for that. It's the most easiest and blatant title and segment combination that you can come up with. It's literally 2 plus 2 equals 4. The type of idea that even a monkey could come up with without ever having watched any Transformer reviews, let alone your content. Actually, now that I think about it, one actually did. Diabolical Optimus Primal. Maximize! Well, isn't that just Prime? Right? That's gotta be just Prime. So, now that we have that addressed, I do have a review to do, don't I? So, let's get on to that, shall we? Hey, what's that? Want to find out? Follow me. Optimus Prime, transform. That's just Prime. So here you have it, folks. This is more of a novelty this week. My lovely girlfriend picked this one for my review. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to do it on this week, so I asked her to pick. And of course, she picked the novelty item. So today we're going to review Target gift card Optimus Prime. Yes, you heard that right. The Optimus Prime in front of you is literally a Target gift card. So obviously, being a novelty item, as you can see, there won't be much articulation to the figure. Basically, the arms move out a little bit. To the elbow, you have a slight movement, and then the hands are going in and out. As for the legs, mine have been transformed maybe once too many times. This leg is a bit loose, But again, there is no um, movement really in the knees. And then you have the feet, which don't really move themselves. If you flip them up while it's in robot mode, it's just going to fall flat on its face. And then the little gimmick with the head where you press the center button and pop goes Optimus head. So, uh, and then yeah, I don't even know if there's still money on there. I bought this on eBay years ago when the first Transformer movies came out, which was what, 2003, I believe, or maybe '06. I can't remember now. It's been too long. But yeah, this was a promotional item for the first movie, the first Bayformer movie. God help us. So yes, there used to be money. I don't know if there's still any, but because I'm assuming it expires after a while. But so transformation wise, it is very, very simple. So basically, you just flip in the hands like such. Boom, boom, boom. Then fold the elbow in, like just push it in. Literally, it just slides on the arm like that. And then they come and tuck in to the side. Push the shoulders back in. There you go. Push the head in. And then with the rest, you flip up the feet and you push in the legs. And now you have it in gift card mode. So it's by all means not a very complex or extraordinary figure, but it's another Optimus, and I always love novelty. I mean, I have quite a few that we're going to review through this segment. I have one that turns into a Nike shoe, one to a power bank. I'm trying to get my hands onto the one that turns into a PlayStation. So there is quite a few different options. I even have the DVD case. So yeah, we're going to review all those eventually. So we started with the small one, and in at the moment, I'm actually also trying to get my hands. There is a second one that was made, I believe, for the third or the fourth movie. I believe it's the fourth one. And basically, what is different is simply the way that the gift card is designed on the front, because obviously Optimus in that movie looked differently, and they just tried to reproduce that on there. So once I get it, maybe I'll do a review of that one as well, just to show you guys. So this is it for this week, because this one is a very simple figure, and with what we had to address at the beginning of the video, it's already about 10 minutes, so I won't hold you much longer, but I thank you very much for viewing, and again, tune in next week. I will have another segment. Not sure which one it will be yet, but it'll definitely be another interesting entry. Also, if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, unfortunately, it was struck down by the same gentleman who is having an issue with my title. But since they have no grounds, legal grounds, that is, the next step, YouTube already reviewed my appeal and sees that I have grounds for an appeal. So they've sent my appeal to Buddy, and he has, I think, about now 10 days left, maybe, or less, to bring court paper against me, which, like I said, he has no grounds. So therefore, my video will go back up. On my channel within the next week and a half to 2 weeks or so. So stay tuned because it is MPO1. So if you haven't watched it, it is a very nice bot that I do recommend checking out when it comes back up on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And till next week, Optimus Prime 86 rolling out.